these hair care DIYs might not work for everybody. A certain one might not work for everybody, which is okay. When it comes to hair growth, right, there's a lot at stake. There's a lot you need to put into cognizance. It is not just a walk in the park, right? You make mistakes, definitely you will. But if you have people online that will tell you, okay, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do to avoid a lot of mistakes, I would advise you to listen to them and pick the key points, because it's not all advices that are out there that would actually help your hair thrive. So yeah, I guess this is one of the video you would need. I'm just guessing. This video is just supposed to just flow. So as it comes, I'll say it. So first off, don't compare yourself with anybody, like your hair growth with any creator or how your texture is to anybody, because that is going to be the beginning of the whole issue, right? Because you feel like your hair is not enough, you feel like your hair is not redeemable, you feel like your hair is just there, right? So whatever you do, don't compare your growth to someone else's, right? Stick with your path, live your truth, your reality. This is how my hair is and I want to improve on it, I want to work on it. That should be your mindset, not the latter, or the former rather. Okay, so moving on, what you need to do to make your hair thrive is, first off, ensure that you have the best hair care products. Okay, let's remove the word best. You have good hair care products. Good in the sense that if you use this particular shampoo, it washes your scalp well, it cleans your hair of any form of oil or dirt, it is gentle and not stripping to your hair strand, then that is actually fine. That is good hair care product for you. Or you use a leave-in conditioner that is way moisturizing, it absorbs easily, it does not just sit on your hair shaft, it makes your hair very soft for detangling. That's a good hair care product. The oil you use is not feeling greasy, it is not feeling heavy on your scalp or your hair strand, and it penetrates and you see visible growth over time. That is good hair care product. You also need to focus on the type of hairstyle you do. In recent times, I'm still seeing people do Ghana weaving back to back. They would do cornrow Ghana weaving, they will do chuku Ghana weaving. Like, you're snatching your edges and you don't know it yet, till when it gets to like a year in it or months in it, and you notice that your hair is actually retarding. You just see your hair starting from the middle. So I just feel like your hairstyle can either make or mar your hair in the long run. I'm not saying everybody must do mini braids and mini twists, but there are actually some hairstyles that would help your edges regardless. We have African thread, we have cornrows that will not necessarily pick out your edge line. You can just start from a particular point, then you can just brush off this side, right, the way people do, or you lay it a bit, right, but not every time. You can just let your hair breathe from time to time. It's not every time frontal, it's not every time Ghana weaving. You can let your edges breathe, right? So the hairstyle you do can either make or mar your hair. The bottom line for this protective style is to do low tension hairstyle. That's hairstyle that will not cause tension or pain or discomfort on your scalp, and also hairstyles that would not rip you off your edges. Like, just do what works for you, but at the same time, these are hairstyles that retain length over time. Moving on, try as much as possible to ensure that you protect your hair. Now, majority of us don't have a satin bonnet. I have one here. I always have my satin bonnet. It's just because I want to shoot a video, that's why I decided to remove it. But nonetheless, you need to have a satin or silk bonnet or whatnot. It will help to protect your hair at all times. So when you are not all and about, you can just wear your bonnet in your house and chill, right? Because sometimes you might want to lie on the couch, you might want to lie on your bed and all of that. And the friction that occasionally or frequently occurs with your hair and the surfaces you are laying on can actually break your hair. And in turn, you will not see like the visible length or the inches you've been growing over time. Moving on, you need to ensure that you are well hydrated from within. Drink water. Some people don't like drinking water, I don't know why, but you need to drink water. You need to be hydrated from within. You need to take balanced diets. You need to ensure that you are just healthy from within generally, because whatever happens inside is a reflection of what we see outwardly, right? So if you're constantly taking junks, if you're constantly taking processed food, you're constantly taking unhealthy drink and whatnot, it will show on your hair. Yeah, take it from me, just try and swap out the junks, the processed food for a while, and be more on the healthy side, the balanced diet side, and check if your hair will not have a little bit of difference, or the texture, or the way it looks, if it will look healthy or not. Just let me know in months to come, right? And last but not the least, involve yourself or prioritize doing DIY. I know everybody's not a DIY person, but believe you me, the moment you start doing your oils yourself, the moment you start doing your hairspray yourself, the better it will be for you, because you're sure of the product you're putting into your DIYs, right? You're sure of the type of carrier oil you're using, you're sure of the herbs you're using, you're sure that it is not adulterated, you're sure that everything is like from pure sources, you get. So yeah, the moment you start doing it yourself, you can trust what you put into the product, and you can easily dictate if you are allergic to a particular product. Let's take for instance, I do rosemary oil and I use only rosemary leaf in that oil. If I'm seeing any adverse effects, I would know that, oh, it could probably be from the rosemary leaves. Take for instance a particular olive oil I use for that mixture. I've been using it before, or I've used part of it before for a certain oil, and there was no adverse effects. So if I'm to use it again, maybe like it's a 500ml bottle for instance, and I've used 250ml earlier and I did not see adverse effect with it, and I'm using it again with rosemary leaf and I'm seeing adverse effect, something will tell you that, oh, it could probably be the rosemary that is the issue. You could easily detect where the issue is coming from, right? And also it will help you to experiment. Okay, take for instance you use hibiscus hairspray and you're having excessive itching, and take for instance you don't have itchy scalp before, you don't have dandruff, you don't have any scalp issue before, and out of nowhere your scalp starts itching. You easily know that, oh, this DIY is not for me. So somebody cannot necessarily come and sell a product that have hibiscus without you detecting that, oh, hibiscus is not really good for me, which is not a bad thing. All these hair care DIYs might not work for everybody. A certain one might not work for everybody, which is okay. And it is the time you are doing yours that you will know, oh, this thing does not work for me. Take for instance onions. My scalp does not necessarily like onions. I've used one onion hair growth oil before and I was itching badly, and the moment I stopped it, my scalp stopped itching. So since then I knew that my scalp had allergy to onions, so I stopped, right? But when you find the one that works for you, DIYs that work for you, like take for instance rosemary oil works very good for me, hibiscus hairspray works very good for me, rosemary and cloves oil, rosemary and cloves water works for me, aloe vera gel works for me, okra gel works for me, flaxseed gel works for me, like you get, because I have done it myself and I know they work for me, and I'm seeing visible growth and visible length retention. So I know, yeah, this is a lot to take in, but I'm sure you'll be able to pick points here and there, here and there. I'll see you in my next. I'm your favorite hair coach. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, share to your friends. Peace.
You can bank on it. You can put 100 grand on it. Anything I said, I'll stamp on it. In a private plane, I'll lamp on it. Lele oh, they call me Bankole. Cause I walk around with the bank on it. Show them Gangnam Style, put the gang on him.